This is Pt.1. Are you ready for rolling blackouts? For the lights to go out? Well, the power grid operators across the U.S. now warning that that is exactly what is about to happen. And they're trying to blame this whole thing now on a transformer shortage. We hear all these excuses, but it always goes back to the same place. The ones pulling the strings, implementing all this stuff. And we've taken a good look at all the different sectors of the grid in the United States, looking at Texas and its big bulk supply, and it getting hit several times here recently by the weather in terms of ice and snow and then the heat. They're now saying that because of supply chain crunches and because of, I'm telling you, it's staged events around the globe, that they can't get the stuff that they need. And they can't get the circuit breakers, the transformers. Meaning that if the power goes out in some areas, it's just going to stay out. It's not just going to be rolling. It's going to be out until that stuff can get fixed. So again, I just want to put the warning out there and let it be clearly known that they are stating that they cannot get supplies, simple supplies, like these normal transformers, distribution lines, poles. They're saying that they can't get their hands on. They're not readily available. This sounds like some crap to me and a perfect excuse to add to the mix here for when the lights go out. So, just a heads up, we've been talking about this for like a decade, and now they're warning that this summer it's definitely going to be implemented, and it's already begun. We've already seen it in other cities, people already getting a taste of it, and they're ticked off. And all those people that bought into the solar power off these commercials to go grid tied but have solar as a backup, they're ticked off because they thought that when the lights went out, they were going to have power. That was the whole point. But they're finding out, oh no, you don't. When the lights go out, you too are in the dark. And they're like, how is that? And they're pissed. Don't be one of them people that find out the hard way. And join me on the live stream where I break this down further, censorship free. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. You'll find links below. Hit that subscribe button for more. It's been Pt.7. Much.
Shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Shemi, Yahweh Shai, Shimmer, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Real quick, man, this is a quick lesson. Blackouts, it says, power companies face transformer shortage ahead of hurricanes and wildfires. These rolling blackouts that they're predicting, that they're actually concocting on the left-hand side, is going to be a thing of normalcy, because it's going to come a time or a day in a particular point in this day that we living in that is going to be permanent blackouts across Babylon the Great, man, okay? And what to attest to that, this whole week so far, the company, man, the gig, they've been having blackout. They've just got the power restored today, but it was out yesterday. It was out Monday, and I'm assuming it went out over the weekend. Probably went out like Saturday or something like that, or Sunday. So the office was without power. I want to say, just speculating, but I know the last 2 days, but just to throw the wrench in there, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, that's 4 days of blackouts in a particular company, man, okay? Now, I don't know if it was in an area or not because it wasn't specified, but nonetheless, man, these things are getting ready to come because, hey, they talking about these hot summers. The grid can't sustain enough energy, but yet they're going up on energy prices, etc. You know, like all the solar panel buying advertisement and all that stuff, as Dabu just stated, that was pretty much a waste of time and waste of money because, you know, those solar panels are supposed to work because you get your electricity and your energy from the sun, which you naturally should. But overall, man, this is nothing more but all hell getting ready to break loose in this society, because once all hell break loose, they are going to cut the power. They are going to blow generators and grids, and, you know, they're going to bring in mass chaos, because in the dark, you know, people, they lose their goddamn minds. Okay, looting, robbery, murder, pillaging, you know, and the fact that this whole CERN shit then took place on July 5th, man, it's been a lot of strange phenomenon that's been happening the past 2 days, or the past 2 days since that transpired. And hey, who's to say that when the blackouts come, that fourth dimension is going to really merge with this realm, okay? Because, they stated that the darkest spirits, they dwell in darkness, man. Okay, like it was this old ghost tale, or this old tale, back in the day, that the old school people, they used to say, well, look, in every dark corner of a particular room, you have a spirit there. Okay, now, knowing how this society operates, knowing how demonic he is, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that, because for the simple fact, he's trying to deal with what he calls the God particle, when he's splitting atoms, billions of atoms, okay, which is called that machine, which is a hadron collider. Basically, they're splitting atoms, man. They're trying to open up a portal to different dimensions, and they're gonna get something that they're gonna bargain for, okay? Because hey, how about you? How shy? Gonna send some shit from the other side, man. Okay, all these spirits out here, like these people, they're losing their damn minds. So just imagine on top of the venom or the juice, these spirits coming from different dimensions, blackouts. Just imagine the type of hell that these people are gonna interface when all hell breaks loose here, man. Okay, so it's gonna be crazy, because Elder Malcolm had a dream or a vision or a nightmare, as he stated, about literally all hell breaking loose and people were turning into other things, and they were losing their minds. So with that being said, man, I think I could say to us as brothers, we got to guard up, man. We got to get ready. We got to ask the Lord to really sustain us, because just the basic necessities, doing blackouts, candles, you know what I'm saying, water, food, shelter, these things like that, keeping warm, okay, because it's bad. It's a lose-lose situation. Blackouts commence in the summertime, then you got to worry about extreme heat. In the wintertime, you got to worry about extreme cold, and without any particular generators, if you live in an apartment, you pretty much screwed over. All right. So it says here, power grid operators across the U.S. recently warned about the increasing risk of electricity shortages and the potential need to implement rolling blackouts for grid stability this summer, which that has nothing to do with grid stability. OK, and if he was smart, he wouldn't overload the grid with all this technology. Everybody is reduced to being on a particular grid. If he was smart, he would let people deal with their energy in self-sufficient means. People would be able to go off the grid and install solar panels and have generators and be able to, kind of manufacture their own electricity and power. But he's so much of a devil, he wants to tax everything and everybody. Capitalism, greed. So therefore, he runs this shit into a fucking hole, okay, which is typically Esau. Okay, he's basically incapable of ruling. What the Lord is showing us is that this man is totally incapable, and this is all intentionally done. Because during the time of these mass blackouts, you best to believe that they're going to be doing drills. Okay, they're going to be doing mock drills, etc. But it says here, and potential needs to implement rolling blackouts for grid stability this summer, according to the Routers report. Utilities are sounding the alarm about the transformer shortage. It says utility operators are stocking up on transformers, distribution lines, and poles, though many have one similar issue. Sourcing has becoming challenging, and this is all happening as hurricane season has begun on the East Coast and heat waves and fire scorches the West, right? Because with a shortage of transformers, and you do have inclement weather and storms, etc., you ain't gonna be able to get the power back on no time soon. You see, so this is perfect time, and the Lord he's not fucking around. It says New Jersey-based Public Service Enterprise Group and Corporation Chief Executive Ralph Izzo warned inventories are tight for transformers. It says you don't want to deplete your inventory because you don't know when that storm is coming, but you know it's coming. It says the utility serves millions of residentials and business and customers across Jersey. But utilities across the country are getting dangerously low on overhead distribution transformers. Supply is lacking and a shortfall could take 2 years to correct. But if the fucking dummy didn't put everything in overload on a grid, you wouldn't have this problem. It's a goddamn fire hazard. Like right now, I'm looking outside my house, right? You have a fucking transformer right here. Now, it's so goddamn off because the transformer is across the street in the parking lot. The building is here. And if you see the overhead wires, they're literally coming across the street. These things may have been, I want to say at the most, they're about 12 feet, 12 to 13 feet. Okay, total fire hazard. You got a transformer wire coming to this building, one adjacent, one across the street. It's just a big fucking clusterfuck, man. It's terrible. This is totally. And what if one of them things go bad? What if a fire commences? That's an electrical fire. You ain't putting that shit out with this water. And then the buildings are gonna blow because You got the transformer right here, and then you got the fucking gas meter right there. Like, Esau is a fucking dummy, man, all right? You Edomites, you so-called white people, you a... Anyway, it says, if wild weather from coast to coast wreaks havoc on power grids in the coming months, some utilities might find replacing transformers impossible because of limited supplies. Okay, and that's the end of that. So I got a precept here because, you know, outside of all that stuff, this CERN shit, you know, the opening of the different portals and atoms and dark matter, you know, all these things, man, are contributing to these demonic spirits. OK, like I said, since CERN have pretty much since they restarted the program and they started back up this hydro collider, whatever you want to call it. Man, look, there's been a lot of strange shit happening. There's been videos coming out. Like, it looked like some type of thunderstorm or some type of sandstorm, and the fucking sky was like green, man. Looked like some Stranger Things type shit. You see? So, hey, that series, Stranger Things, that I'm a big fan of that show. I love that show, man, because it shows you straightforward on what Esau was doing. Okay, he's literally trying to open up different dimensions, man, and trying to see what's on the other side. But like we said, he's going to find out the hard way, because if you go into Wisdom of Solomon, the 16, 17, and 18 chapters, it goes into that fateful night in Egypt when the Most High plagued them with darkness, man. Okay, the scriptures say that it was a darkness that you can feel. Okay, I mean, the dark was so thick and dense to the point you can feel it, man. Okay, and what it goes into feeling it, meaning also those apparitions, because that's when those apparitions are going to come into play. You know, literally like a haunted house, man. Okay, so with that being said, when these grid and these outages commence, you better believe that you're going to have a lot of foul play of these spirits hopping on people, and you're going to actually see apparitions, man, literally walking down your goddamn street, you know. So, hey, brothers, man, prepare your minds.